because I'm from Venice, you know? It develops just being who you want to be, you know? Like, be who you want to be and show your true self in whatever you do. My name is Joseph Duerr. I'm a waterman, surfer, lifeguard, Venice Beach resident, and I'm doing what I'm doing now, which is exactly what I want to do. Big wave cinematography. For me, my dream started here. So we're right here at the breakwater. This is kind of where it all started. Caught my first successful rides right here. When I was like 10, the breakwater used to be like a completely different place. Like, I would be like afraid to surf there because there's guys like yelling and shit. And I was like this little kid who was like terrified of that. Like, Venice was like that with like Jay Adams, obviously, and like when I think of Jay Adams, the first thing I think about is just like total badass. You know, like he was just who he was, and like people fucking loved him for that. Like, he was just a hardcore surfer skater, and that's like what I wanted to be. I went to college after high school in UC Santa Cruz. The waves are also a lot better there. So my surfing improved a lot, and just my relationship with the ocean completely changed. Every summer I would come back and lifeguard. After my 4th summer lifeguarding, I've been pushing myself to the point where like I felt like I was trying to be a professional surfer, but I just wasn't good enough, or I didn't know how to market myself well enough. It made me super bitter. Like, I was really bitter, felt like I deserved more than I did, and kind of had like a pretty bad attitude, like all throughout college and kind of afterwards. Then that winter after college had ended was one of the most insane winters ever. Mavericks broke like a record amount of times. This was the 2020 to 2021 winter. And I was just surfing with my super close friend, Cody Purcelli. It was a crazy time. Like, we were just going and surfing this death-defying wave, like, so much, and not really caring, and almost killing ourselves. Like, we had no idea what we wanted with our lives. We were just going and surfing this wave just because we loved it. But I definitely felt super lost. After that, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to Hawaii. It kind of changed like my whole life perspective. Aloha, like literally just giving, you know, the act of giving and showing appreciation, that really hit me. And whereas in the past I was almost like angry and bitter, made me want to realize like, wow, like I need to spread my love for the ocean as well. And my brother, he's like a super motivated artist. And he kind of told me, he's like, dude, look at where we're from, you know? We're from Venice, where culture is made, you know? Culture and like dreams are made here. It's like, I'm trying to make the culture, you know? Like, I'm not trying to be a part of culture, I'm literally trying to make it. And I told myself, okay, I'm gonna go and do what I would normally do with my surfboard, but instead just do it with a camera and give everyone that is enjoying the ocean these visions that I have been seeing my whole life that have never been captured.
Silence, the world is silent before the fire. The war is imminent.
and I've had experiences where I've been absolutely terrified.
Darkness, the night is darkest.
There's some waves that I've seen and discovered that I want to really document that are it's super gnarly, but if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be me.
It's beginning, sky is falling now. I can feel it.
This past winter, I had a day in Torrance. We get down there and it's like cranking, like death. Like waves swinging as far out as they are tall. My friend Cody, I got a crazy shot of him dropping into this huge barrel where I'm actually in the water shooting and the wave has already broken like in front of me, but I'm holding the shot still. Even though I'm about to get just railed by this wave. That's a shot that a lot of people don't get. You're like constantly dealing with rips and waves crashing on your head and multiple currents. Like it's a total nightmare. But I just love it. I love doing it, and I love knowing that like no one else can really do it or nobody else wants to do it.
It takes a lot of balls to take a picture when you know you're gonna get smashed. People are always like, "Oh, Joe, that's so gnarly. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you have the guts to kind of do that?" It's like, I'm just going for it, you know. But I definitely have experience in the water, and that's kind of what gives me my ability to put myself in these positions and know that I'm gonna walk away in one piece. I feel like that for me is what makes me special as a water cinematographer and photographer, is that I'll have the confidence to keep the camera rolling or pick the camera up when a lot of other guys will be fearing for their lives.
Like I want to be the best. I'm not gonna do it by shooting where everyone else is gonna shoot, you know? I'm gonna do it swimming these crazy places. This past fall, I ended up going to Portugal for a month. It's probably the biggest wave in the world, like by far. There's no limit on how big that place can get. The biggest wave in the world is caught there. I mean, they have that docu-series 100-foot wave that HBO does, but I wanted to swim. Like I was like, who's swimming out here, you know? Nobody's doing it. And for people that have never been there, it's extremely hard to paddle out at Nazare when it's big. There's definitely like white waters that I'm going under that are this size, if not bigger, for sure. The first day I got there, it was like 40, 50, 60 feet. Basically, you have to have the ability of a professional athlete to like do this kind of stuff. Otherwise, you're not even gonna make it out. And I ended up getting out, and every time I would get out the back out there, like through these lines of white water and just lines of swell, I would scream. I'd just be like, yes, I did it, you know? I made 2 successful swims from shore with my camera out to the lineup at Nazare. And people come up to me and they're just like, dude, you're out of your mind, you know? Like, what are you doing out here, not on a jet ski? I'm sitting out there kind of in position to be like in front of and on the shoulder of guys catching waves. I'm like holding the camera, recording, knowing this wave in front of me is gonna just like run me over, you know? Just do something different, you know? Like do something that nobody has seen or done before. Like I wanna revolutionize water cinematography. Like I said, I just feel like being associated with Venice is like very unique. You got the whole world going on here. Like, I used to hate it here. I used to think, like, I used to be like, man, why would I ever want to be in Venice, you know? Like, the waves suck here. But now it made me realize, like, wow, like, a place like Venice, it's like so many people with so many ideas, and it's so inspiring. I want to just represent this place wherever I go, and, you know, like, I found my creative outlet through water photography and cinematography. So when people ask me where I'm from, I tell them I'm from Venice Beach.
Sweet.